Well, hello YouTube. Today I just want to do a quick comparison between the Power Fist 18-inch aluminum pipe wrench and the Ridgid counterpart, the same size. Just quick overall appearances. They look very similar, but there's a few kind of subtle differences. Kind of one of the first things you'll notice is just how the retaining pin is here for the removable jaws. So if you use kind of more of a pin with a pounded over edge on the Ridgid, whereas it's just kind of a set pin here for the Power Fist. And then just a little kind of minor differences. The handle's a little bit different. If you're using this day in, day out, this edge is a little bit sharper. You'll probably feel it on the insides of your hands as compared to this Ridgid here. Give it a little bit of time, it may get a little bit better on this, but I kind of doubt it. I guess I should reiterate, this Power Fist is kind of actually a replacement wrench for me, whereas this is kind of a work provided tool. They're about the same age, just this one kind of gets used regularly. When I was doing a lot of front end work, I used to use one of these, and this is actually kind of the reason why I have this one. It was for the price or whatever, it's pretty hard to beat the gripping power. I think this this wrench here cost me, I think it was for like something like $13, or it might have been $27, but I have to kind of go back and look on my receipts on that one. Whereas this Ridgid probably comes in around $80, so significant difference in price. But so if you're doing, you know, the occasional tie rod or whatever, this one will work just fine for you. But if you're using this thing day in, day out, I'd probably go with the Ridgid, just a little nicer feel in the hand. The other thing I noticed is when using it kind of on the fittings or on a piece of pipe, this one tends to kind of clamp down a little better, whereas, you know, occasionally it'll get stuck open, so you'll kind of slide. But if this one does a little bit more, but it could just because it hasn't been used as much and the things haven't kind of worn into place. But as it wears, it could get worse. So have to use it more. But like I said, when I've got this one, I kind of use it. The other thing I've noticed about the Ridgid that's not or kind of runs into a little bit of a problem is when you're doubling up your fittings, that little bump on the edge there kind of catches, and so if you're kind of working in a tight space, it can be a little bit problematic, whereas this one, it's pretty flush there, so you may not notice it quite as readily. But that's just kind of a quick overview of the two wrenches. So like I said, if you're using it occasionally, this Power Fist, which is from Princess Auto here in Canada, I think it's very similar to what you'll find at Harbor Freight. It's actually a pretty good pipe wrench, especially for the price. I would definitely recommend it if you know you're using something occasionally. If you're relying on it day in, day out, I'd probably still spend the money, buy a Ridgid. The other wrench to look into is if you're looking for something on those regards is those snap-on PWZ wrenches. I've shown them in my other videos. Another really good option. They're a little bit smaller in this area here. Give you a little bit more, you know, if you're confined space. But difference with those ones is with the handle it slides or whatever, sometimes you need two hands free in order to operate them, whereas this one's kind of can be done pretty much one-handed. Just kind of a quick demonstration. I guess this is the Power Fist. See how it kind of backs off a little bit, but kind of get in, and it grabs pretty good. So definitely a good tool to have if you're considering. I would say I would give this tool my recommendation. But like I said, if you're using it day in, day out, you'll probably be happier with the Ridgid, just a little nicer feel. And warranties are probably pretty comparable with the two. I don't know if any of the tool trucks carry Ridgid and they'll warranty it for you on the truck. You may have to call into Ridgid and go through that process. I don't know what it's like. Whereas, you know, with the Princess Auto, as long as you can provide a receipt, be it through a phone number or the actual physical receipt, they'll exchange it to you for you pretty much no problem. Just as long as you have that. If you don't have it, you might have to buy another one and return it type thing. But so yeah, that's just my quick video today, just kind of highlighting the differences between the Princess Auto pipe wrench and the Namebrand Ridgid pipe wrench. So hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.